In this video, you'll see PEX pipe installation tips, specifically PEX type B using a Delta shower valve. I love this Delta shower valve because it's already got the barbed fittings for PEX B and a capped bottom port. You'll need a cutter, a crimper, a no-go gauge, along with a drop your elbow specifically for PEX type B, and T's if you're going to be using a water hammer arrestor. You'll also want to get these copper crimp rings that have the spacers in them. They're great, and you might need some supports if you can bend your PEX. I'm going to be using a female sweat adapter to convert from copper to PEX. The first step is to use this rigid deburring toy. Deburr both the inside and outside of the copper pipe. Prepped it with emery cloth, which is super important. I also prepped the inside of the fitting with a wire brush and used ODI H2O flux. This flux is water soluble, so you don't need to flush the system after you flux everything and solder it in place and wipe off any of the excess flux. Then I used my flame protector pad inside the wall along with ODI Safeless solder and MAPP gas. I heated up the first ½ inch of the pipe and then applied heat to the sweat adapter and soldered it in place. Easy to do with proper prep. Then I added a 2x10 inside the wall. This is going to be for setting the valve at the right depth, and in this case it's just a little bit sub-flush to my finished wall, which is good. I'm going to set the valve at 45 inches off the floor and also make sure it's plumb and level. I secured that using galvanized screws, and then here are those awesome copper crimp rings. You want to put it on your pipe, push the pipe down to the shoulder of the fitting, make sure that's nice and snug, and then crimp the copper crimp ring in place using the crimper. And then you can check it with your go, no-go gauge. First with the go side, and then with the no-go side, which won't go over the copper crimp ring. That's an awesome little tool. Then do the same thing for the cold water supply. Crimp the crimp ring, check it with the go side, no-go side. And as you can see here, everything's good. Another hot tip is to make sure that you have square cuts. I'm putting the horizontal run into the valve. I'm going to cut the horizontal run flush with the vertical pipe and cut the top of the vertical pipe flush with the horizontal. Put my T in, crimp that in place, and then the next step, I added this AA mini arrestor. This is a water hammer arrestor. You may or may not need it per your local code, so check on that. Then the final crimp was up against the valve. I love that valve because it's so easy to install the PEX. So I did the exact same thing for the cold water supply. As you can see, this PEX type B makes the installation super fast, super simple, and easy to do. It's really something that a beginner could do and also a professional at the same time. Also, make sure you put steel protector plates in place for any pipes going through your studs. I'm going to be using the riser pipe next. This is that drop your elbow. It's nice and flush with the top of the spacer there. I'm going to crimp all that together. So I crimped the bottom and the top. I made sure the riser pipe was nice and plumb and then secured that to my wood blocking. So as you can see here, all the crimps are in place, and I just did a final run with the go no-go gauge to make sure everything was good to go. Also make sure the valve is facing up and is nice and even where you want it to be. So hopefully these tips help you install PEX pipes, specifically PEX type B. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And if the tips in this video helped you out, make sure you give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to watch our future tutorials. So thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you soon.